I want to talk about like my autism and ADHD medication journey and what it's like for me because I feel like a lot of people there's like a divide, right? You're either dead against medication or you're really for it. And there's maybe some people in the middle, like I have no idea. So hopefully this video gives you some insight. I'd love your input. Drop it in a comment. Let's get on with it. Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Dan. I have autism and ADHD and I make weekly videos all about this stuff. So if you're new around here and you want to learn more about those things, make sure to hit the subscribe button by clicking the notification bell. You're awesome. Okay, so I am an autistic ADHD or AuDHD person, which means I have autism needs and I have ADHD needs. And both of those needs have very specific things where like autism wants to make me hyper focused, where I want to just sit down and do one thing continuously, get really obsessed and just do that thing until its completion. And then the ADHD makes me want to do that with 100 different things all at the same time. And so it's really difficult to navigate all those things. Now, one of the things I will say is that there are mega struggles. And I'm going to list out the struggles of autism first, and I'll list out some of the struggles of ADHD. Now, with autism, some of my main struggles are things like emotional regulation, understanding others, anxiety, depression, stress from RSD, rejection sensitive dysphoria, where I believe that somebody may be annoyed at me or angry or I've upset somebody or I've done something wrong just from the get-go. Now, there's some of the things in a nutshell that happen on a daily basis, daily life. Now, on the ADHD side, one of the main things is focus. Sitting still to focus on one task to complete that one task. Remembering to do something, not getting too overwhelmed when there are many things to do. Because of ADHD, what will happen is like my kids will ask me something, then I've got work thing, and then I've got to phone someone, and then I've also got to go to a meeting, and I was supposed to go to an appointment, and then I have to phone my doctor. And all those things become chaos. And ADHD people will, like me, have many, many to-do lists, so many to-do lists. I know I have them in my desk here, but like I have so many to-do list pads, like just in my drawer here, and this one's quite fitting actually. It says my brain has too many tabs open. But all of these just sit there, and I write lists upon lists, and I never get them done. Well, I didn't until, and I'll explain why and how. And that was like, holy crap! So I was always like this massive battle of all these things going on, and what this does is create a chaotic environment. And chaos is produced when we are not in control of the things that are upon us. And I teach this in my program. So I've got a program called the Bulletproof Brain, which is the Building a Bulletproof Brain in 7 Days program. And a lot of people are taking this right now. It's an amazing program, actually. And you can buy it right now. It's available right now. You can go to www.bulletproofbrain.org/get, and you can buy the full program right now. It's available, and it's on a really low price at the moment because we're on the first stage of it. But if you want to test the waters and you want to know what it's like, you can actually download the free confidence training, which is the first module, completely free. All you have to do is go to www.bulletproofbrain.org right now. But if you are watching on Instagram, just comment brain and I will send you a DM with the link for the free first module. Now, in this training, I talk about how if you have no control over a situation, what happens is something else or somebody else has to have control over that situation. But if you're part of the situation, that means somebody else is in control of you or a situation is in control of you. And when a situation is in control of you, you are out of control. And out of control equals chaos. And that's what it feels like. That's what autism and its integrity feels like. And it's like autism and ADHD together is 2 times chaos. So how do we gain control of those situations? What did we have to do to create an environment where it's less chaotic and we're more in control? Well, this is exactly what I was teaching in Bulletproof Brain. If you are unmedicated, there are ways and steps to do it. But one of the ways in which I found in my life that helps is my medication journey. And I'm going to be completely transparent with you. So I started off with your typical antidepressants, and they weren't helping because it was helping with my not feeling like depressed, but it wasn't helping with like emotional regulation, focusing, trying to remember to do things, my executive dysfunctioning, which is basically where, I have things to do, like do the laundry, do the dishes, make food, tidy the bed, sort the house out, clean stuff, make sure my kids have got all their things ready for school. All of those executive functions become executive dysfunctions where everything's half done, And It's so interesting. My girlfriend, bless her, she's like this. I've trained myself to go around and close things afterwards, and put things away. But she kind of like the fridge will be open, the salad's out, the dishwasher's open, a tap is on. She doesn't know where her phone is, and so this is typical because my girlfriend also is an ADHD autistic person. So what do we do to gain control? Well, the first thing is we have to assume the responsibility for the things that are good and bad, right? So if we just assume responsibility, okay, look, I dropped the ball, I didn't attend this appointment, and now I've got a fine, but it's my fault. I did it, whatever. Let's get on with it. I'll take responsibility. When you take responsibility for something, when you assume the responsibility for a situation, even if it's only partial responsibility, you then also take on the control of it. And so I was like, hey, I don't take any medication. And I'm like, my autism is out of control with my ADHD and it's causing all this. And then I was putting all the blame on the condition, and then the condition was making me out of control. Then I said, well, if I just take on board that control, that position of saying, okay, well, I'm in control of it, it's part of who I am. What do? Why don't I test out meds? So I tested out, like I said, test out antidepressants. That didn't work. Then I was changed to a different antidepressant, which was tested for. They use it for people who used to have the term Aspergers syndrome diagnosis, which is what I had a diagnosis of, which is autism spectrum disorder level 1 or level 2. And it worked really well with emotional regulation for autistic individuals level 1 and level 2. And so I've been on that medication since 2020, and it was fantastic. It did help emotional regulation, but I still had issues with my focusing and my hyperactivity because of the ADHD, and then also the executive dysfunctioning that comes along with disorganization from the ADHD. So then I trialed a stimulant medication, and there are very many different stimulants for ADHD. And stimulants are really interesting. You'd be like, why would you give a stimulant medication to somebody who's already hyperactive? Wouldn't that just be pouring petrol on a fire? And in a short answer, no, absolutely the exact opposite. And here's a really simple version of how it works. If your cup is constantly full, you're constantly in action because you're highly stimulated, highly motivated because you are an ADHD person and you're hyperactive, right? And your hyperactivity levels are super, super high. The only way we calm down as humans is our bodies release serotonin. And serotonin is a happy hormone that also gets released at nighttime when we know it's dark outside. Our skin knows it's dark because there's no melatonin from the sun. They're not getting any vitamin D, so we know it's dark outside. And it starts to chill us out, which is what helps us relax and go to sleep. But with ADHD people, the stimulation in our body is so high that the serotonin doesn't really suppress it at all. So when you take a stimulant, what happens is it overfills the cup. A stimulant comes in, yeah, we'll add more stimulant, whoosh, and you have too much stimulant. And when you have too much stimulant, then serotonin goes, whoa, we need to balance this out completely. So it rushes in and balances out the serotonin. And then it balances out the chemical that's going to make you more chilled and focused. But during wakeful hours, which is really interesting. So wakefulness with added serotonin equals focus. And focus equals a lot of calm, and that gives you control, and it gives you a bigger picture of staying more in control and being in that moment. Now, I tested different ones. There's 2 or 3 different ones I tested, but I've stayed on one now. And I'm not going to give you the names of them specifically because I don't want to give out any false information. So or not false information, but information that could lead you to saying, hey, my friend takes this, I'm going to, ask him for one of the pills. No, don't ever do that. You have to consult your doctor. This is not medical advice. This is just personal lived experience advice. And with this comes there are so many issues that come from having the wrong ADHD stimulant medication. Like I know, my partner tried different ones. Only one works for her. I tried 3 of them. All of them work for me, but the one that works the best is the one I'm on now. And then, her eldest child, he has ADHD also, and he tried different ones, and some of them made him angry and aggressive, or paranoid or depressed, but other ones actually helped. So you have to find the right one, you have to test it. So my conclusion from all this was very simple, that the medication can really help improve your condition, improve your life if you have autism and ADHD, but you have to find the right one. So I'm on an SNRI, and I'm also on a stimulant. So I take a stimulant in the morning, SNRI in the evening. And both of those together actually give me a focused kind of existence where I can do my work and stuff, and I can operate with my children and do all those things. And that to me has been life changing. Now, before that, you can do these things. But for me personally, I needed something to help because I had extra pressure added on in my life. But the main thing that hits autistic individuals is confidence. Without confidence, we have nothing. We don't even have the confidence to go to the doctors and say, hey, maybe I think I would like to try this medication. I don't have the confidence to be willing to even listen to myself and my thoughts to think, hey, maybe a medication would help. No, I'm not advocating for medication. I'm just saying that, like, this has helped me. It may not help you. And it may be something that you're dead against. But, it's all down to confidence. And the confidence to say, no, I don't want to try medication ever is also a good thing. That confidence is ace. So what I would say was this. If you want to start getting control of your life and if you want to lower the ADHD, just test out the Bulletproof brain method that I've got, okay? I've used this for 26 years. It was how I managed to grow, to win awards. Like I won awards, like behind this shelf behind me is just all awards, right? I won awards. I went to MIT, graduated from MIT on a scholarship. I also have a bachelor's degree in chemistry. All of these, international best-selling book. This wouldn't have been possible without me really building confidence from the ground up within for me. And so I want you to take the free one. Just take the free first module, and if you like it, then you can progress onto the full program. It's not expensive. It's very, very affordable, but the free one is completely free. So just go to www.bulletproofbrain.org and download the free module, try it, let me know what you think. I will leave all the links in the description down below and on here on a card. But in terms of medication, ADHD versus autism, where are you? Do you take medication? Do you have anything you would like to share? Pop it in the comments because I read every single one. But also the community will benefit from us sharing everything. So that's awesome. And lastly, but not leastly, is that a word? I don't know. If you guys are interested, I do have a WhatsApp group for all followers and I'm in there. So you can just go to the link down below, click in the WhatsApp group, join the WhatsApp group, and it's a free, organized chat with everybody who follows me. And there's loads of us in there from all over the world, and there's different like subsections. So you can go to like the UK or US or Asia or whatever, or Canada, and talk to people in your kind of more localized country area. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. Anyway, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Give this video a like if you liked it. See you next time. Peace.